Pat Walker here with Mission Winners. It is Sunday and once again time to dive into the ETFs and MAXLIST stocks. This is the IBD 50, weekly on the left, daily on the right. This is a great tactic also that I have used for many years. What looks strange on weekly might look good on daily, or vice versa. I like having the weekly on here for bigger pictures though too. Also note, there's some serious distribution on that bar right there, and there was some more here. This is a good proxy of leading stocks, the IBD 50, and it's a little sloppy here, and you can see on the daily also. So what does that tell us? Just be a little cautious. Gold miners rallied up and tailed off. Okay, it needs to start to bounce. Until it does, be cautious. And you can even see it on the daily chart. And if you noticed, look at the red selling volume bars. All right, you don't see a lot of big buying volume bars. That also tells you something. Be careful with gold miners. Let's move on. Same thing's true with gold. And you got some gap downs here. Look, there's a gap down here and here and here. Distribution, and you can see it on the weekly too. What does that tell us? Be careful with gold and gold stocks. Done. Biotechnology starts to lift up, breaks out, and they take it right back into the base. It's telling us the market, parts of the market are a little sloppy. Please note this. I'm not being negative. I'm not being bearish. I'm just reporting what is. That's all. It's like saying, oh, it's raining outside. Oh, you're negative. Oh, it's just raining. That's all. No big deal. It'll eventually stop. But it also keeps us safe. We have a degree of objectivity. So what do we need to see? We need to see biotech start to push back above this line with volume. Here's the one plus, and these are the things we look at Mission Winners. It went up on heavy volume, but it fell on much less volume. So there was some power there. We got to watch this and see what happens with biotech and biotechnology stocks. Move on. Oil and gas. Look at the weekly, look at the daily. It's below the falling 50-day. I said this at the IBD meetups for years. The air is better above a rising 50-day moving average line. And you can say, well, this is below. There's just not a lot to do with oil and gas exploration. Move on. Software technology. Look at the compare and contrast. Well, this kind of not doing too much. Well, look, this one is. Are we involved in software technology? Yes. Have we been involved? Yes. It's told us to. Look at the base breakout right here. You want to see something neat? Watch this. Oh, it's just kind of going sideways. I can see these tops, right? It's simple. It's vanilla. Look at the weekly. You can see the tops. Boom. Look at the volume pickup. They saw it on the weekly. They saw it on the daily. And there you go. Software looks okay. Looks fine. Move on. I'm not saying buy it here, all right? But it's in good shape. Software, good to remember. Medicine's a little sloppy. Be careful with that. There is a clean downward sloping trend line right here on the daily, and you can see it on the weekly too. It needs to push above there with volume. Medicine, you could punch up IHI and see what their top 10 holdings are. There we go. Not a lot of power yet, and there are some tail bars, just giving you a heads up. Move on. Aerospace and defense. Look at this. Here, go back here. This is above the 50-day. This is above the 50-day. This is below the 50-day. There's not a lot of power there with aerospace and defense. Be cautious. Look at this one. Home construction, stay away. There's nothing to do with it right now. It's below the moving averages. It will make your life much easier. Just these simple observations, and you can use them to your benefit. That's why we do this at Mission Winners, just to help people. Here we go. S&P 500 growth has been trending nicely. Bit of a tail bar here on Friday, but note, it still closed above the ADMA. It did it on low volume. Oh, by the way, let me stop a moment to mention our Market Minute videos that come out every day after the market close. If you have not had a chance to watch one yet, last Friday's will be linked in the top right corner. Feel free to watch it and come back after to finish the video. Small cap picking up a little bit, but needs to show some more power. Notice this, every time it goes up, it drops. It goes up and tails down. Drops here, drops here. Small caps, just not a lot of leadership there. Needs to start showing some more strength above the 50-day. But it could be a potential improvement in small cap. Move on. Real estate. Real estate doesn't look too bad. Here's the weekly, starting to pick up. But note, there's a tail bar to the sell side there. This one's not too bad, and it's starting to pick up. Maybe look into some real estate stocks. There we go. Transportation, nothing there. It's below the only 50-day, just leave it alone. Continue onwards. Airlines, nothing there. They're grounded. How about that? There's nothing to do with it. Just leave them alone. Midcap, still not a lot of power there. Every time it goes up, they take it right back down. Here, and here. Needs to start turning in this corner and push above the 50-day and stay above it. Till it does, be cautious with midcap stocks. Oil services picking up a little bit here on Friday, but tons of overhead supply. Maybe it'll start to lift here, curl up here and lift, but right now, be careful with oil services. Simple. Pharmaceuticals has been a nice run here on the weekly, been a nice run back here. Big chunk of this is Eli Lilly, which we're in. This started to sell off a little bit here, as you can see, especially on Friday. So just be careful buying any pharmaceutical stocks at the moment, okay? The trend is still up, but let's see if she can start to turn and show some power going back up. There we go. QLD starts to lift up and they take it right back down again. The trend is still up, folks, okay? This is why we use weekly and daily. Look at the weekly chart. What's the trend? It's up. The daily, it's up. A little bit of selling on Friday, not the end of the world, but we'll just have to watch it until you start to see some strength. Just be cautious buying. That's a good proxy right there, QLD. Another one's QQQ, same situation. One's leveraged and the other one isn't. QLD is leveraged, QQQ is not. Move on. Retailing, a little sloppy here. It's still trending up, as you can see, and that's nice to see. Is there a clean entry here? Not really, not really. So we'll have to watch that and see what happens. Continue onwards. Let me clarify. If this could base and start to lift off again, that would be nice. And watch for it. It's trending, so that's good. Continue onwards. Here we go. Silver, it's tarnished. How about that? We're having fun, are we? Just not a lot of power at this point in time, okay? Needs to start showing some power, start to lift up, okay? And until it does, be careful with silver. Here we go. Steel, stay away. This is the beauty of what we do in Mission Winners. We don't need to overanalyze. Look, it's below all the moving averages. There's no power. Don't look at steel stocks. Done. There's power in knowing what areas to look into, and there is power in knowing what areas to avoid. And we like that. That helps us. Continue onward. Here we go. Semiconductors picking up just a little bit, right? Needs to start to lift up here a little bit more, a little bit of a tail bar here, okay? Didn't close that strong. But what's the trend, folks? Look at the weekly and look at the daily. Semiconductors. The trend is up. That's good. Have we been involved in technology? Yes. Yes. Are we? Yes. Spiders had a reversal day on Friday. Runs up, closes on heavier volume, closes down on heavier volume. A little bit of distribution there. The trend is still up, but there was selling here. See the selling volume here? And Friday. Just a little red flag. Say, be a little careful, all right? With S&P 500 and S&P 500 stocks. Same thing's true with SSO, the leveraged one. Solar, stay away. There we go. Look at the weekly and look at the daily. Again, team, in literally 1 second, you know more than a lot of people. And this is for everybody, okay? This video goes to everybody. What does it tell you? Stay away from solar stocks. It's been telling you stay away from solar stocks. And we have. Small caps kind of lagging here. Look at the weekly, look at the daily. Just not a lot of power. Needs to start to lift up across here. By the way, it gapped up and it closed below where it opened. This is a tail bar here, and a tail bar here, and a tail bar here. They're selling there. Needs to curl some volume on the way up. Till then, be careful with small caps. We're about done. Oil's picking up a little bit right through here, and that's nice. Maybe look into some oil stocks. You can punch up USO, top 10 holdings, and see what they are. You might find something there. Isn't that neat? And how long does that whole endeavor take? Gosh, that'll probably take you 1 minute. There we go. Biotechnology's hanging in okay. Look at the nice weekly. Isn't that good? Now, notice this. It goes up and backs off. It goes up and backs off. And again, it needs to push through these tops here on the weekly and up here on the daily, and it needs to do it with volume. There you go. Home builders, stay away. That's it. Do a compare and contrast. Oh, this one's kind of basing up here. Oh, this one looks like it's kind of falling. Stay away from the home builders. Done. That's power in knowing that, folks. By the way, How do you build homes? You need materials. Oh, look at this. This is how you connect the dots. Materials, ETF. There's no power there either. Stay away. Done. Communications are hanging in. It's been trending nicely. XLC, excuse me. And you can see there was a base right here on the daily. Look at that. Clean and simple basis. Look at the volume pickup on that bar. Folks, I know I say this a lot, but let's be very pragmatic. Why is this such a reliable pattern? It's easy to see. If it's easy to see, does that not increase the odds other people will see it too? Yes. Does that not increase the odds they will buy also? Yes. Isn't that what we want? Well, yes. There you go. So just basing right here, chopping around a bit of a tail bar here, but the trend is up. Just let it base and see if it can play out. There we go. Let's move on. X energy, stay away. There's nothing to do with it. It's below all the moving average. Oh, this might be the bottom. I don't play the might be game. I hate to say the word play. We look for strength confirmation, and that's what we're interested in buying. There we go. Nothing there right now. Financials are lagging, leave them alone. Industrials are lagging, leave them alone. Technology. Oh, look at that. Boy, that's been kind of nice. Look at this. Here, doing good here, but now it's choppy here. Oh, gosh, this has been going up here pretty good. Yes. What was it telling us? Hey, you might want to look into some technology stocks. Have we? Oh, yeah. Are we involved with them? Yes. It was telling us to. There you go. Move on. Consumer staples is just basing here. Nice base on the weekly and the daily, but we need to see some lift up because there's been some distribution recently. What does that say? Be cautious with consumer staple stocks. Move on. Healthcare's hanging in okay. You can see it on the weekly and the daily. Something to look into. Little distribution came into it at the end of the week. Folks, a little bit of distribution came into a lot of areas at the end of the week. So we'll see what happens. Consumer discretionary. That's kind of grinding up here. Tail bar right here. Okay. But you can see it's steadily grinding. A lot of chop though. Okay. I mean, you can, oh, it goes up, they take it down. Goes up, they take it down. Goes up, and they're taking it down again. So when you see patterns like this, you know what I call this? Sawtooth. This is a sawtooth pattern. Zigzag, back, forth, back, forth, backward. Be careful with sawtooth patterns. There we go. Metals and mining below the 50-day, leave it alone. That's the green line. Just leave it alone for right now. There's nothing to do with metals and minings. Oil and gas, stay away. Done. Retail and choppy, just leave it alone. Software, oh, look, there's another software ETF. Have we been involved in software? Yes. Are we? Yes. There we go, starting to turn a corner a little bit. Utilities, there's no power there, leave it alone. That was a bad pun, wasn't it? I didn't even think of it when I said that. You know what you call that? That's dad humor. You got to have fun too. Here we go. Technology, XLK, still hanging in, but a bit of a tail bar here on Friday. You see this? And you could see it in a lot of stocks. A lot of technology stocks sold off on Friday. And that's just not the end of the world. No, just a red flag saying be a little cautious. Okay, so that was the ETFs. Now we dive into the MAXLIST stocks. But first, let me ask you, have you hit that subscribe button yet? We noticed that only about 40% of the viewers on our weekly videos are subscribed. If you have enjoyed this video so far, please hit the subscribe button. It is 100% free and it helps us get more great videos to you. Oh yeah, the like button, also please do hit that. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Now let's get into the MAXLIST stocks. There's Apple. We own, excuse me, we own Apple from lower, and it's been a nice move for us. It's just basing here. We've sold some into strength. We're in good shape. Here's what I'd love, okay, is for this to base a little longer and then take off again. And you know what? If it does, we'll buy more. And it could be a new buy. We'll watch and see. Amazon is owned. I drew the line on the weekly. This was for the VIPs. Here it is on the daily, and I can draw this just to help you. Just to show it. And it's simple. It doesn't need to be fancy, folks. It's close enough. It's another line up a little bit higher. But no, look when it pushed through the tops. Look at the volume pickup right there. They voted, and we did too. And we were bought. We didn't buy up here. We're buying right in here. Then it started to pause, took a little bit off, profits and protection. Now we watch it and see what happens. Here's the beautiful part. By using that tactic, folks, no matter what happens, we're going to make money on this stock. There you go. See, now that causes an investor to rest, not get sloppy and complacent, but to rest. By resting, that also leads to clear decision making. And we're big on that. So there's Amazon. We're in fine shape, nothing to do. We'll watch it though. If it keeps falling, we'll lock in more. We're not going to let a good profit turn into a loss on those shares. That's it. Alibaba. I mean, look at the compare and contrast. Well, it's been kind of going up in price. It ain't doing nothing. Stay away. Just stay away. There's nothing to do with it. Same thing's true with Baidu. Stay away. The trend is down. Leave it alone. Google. We own Google right in here. There's some down in here. Started to lift up, started to back off a little bit on a pickup in volume. What does that tell us? Be a little cautious with Google. We want to see this start to pick back up. That's it. Until it does, no more buying, no buys. Wait, just wait. And we will not. What we own on this, the price, we won't lose on this. That's the bottom line. Meta starts to lift up across these clean tops right here. Here's the weekly. You can see the tops. I'll draw this for you to help. Push through here, came back, push through again, pushes through on the daily, starts to pick up. What was the one slight negative? Not a lot of volume. When you don't see a lot of volume on the breakout, it tells you, and the charts talk to us all the time. There's not a lot. If there's not a lot of buying volume, that means there's not a lot of people buying. I know it sounds, well, that's kind of stupid. No, it's the truth, and it's reflected in the charts. When you don't see that buying power, okay, be a little cautious. Don't impose your will. Say, well, I'll be the one. I'll be the one. No, we get in line with what's going on, not like we think it should be. Starts to fall, and what do? We get lighter. We don't argue with price. No day trading either. Okay. This is also why I like clean and simple basis. Price is good. Well, you can see it on the weekly. Price is good above the line and bad below. It's the same. I'll do this to help you. There you go. Price is good above the line and bad below. Starts to pick up, but then not much power. And it just says, be cautious. That really helps us. One of the key points, and I teach this, I taught this at the IBD meetups for years. Folks, never argue with price. Never. Just get in line with price. You will dramatically improve your investing results. There you go. Let's continue onwards. Never argue with it. Microsoft's in good shape, sold a little bit. We'll watch and see what happens. What do you notice? Some selling came into this on Friday. Says just be a little bit cautious. The trend is still up, but don't argue with it. By the way, and this is important, I'm going to refresh this just to make sure everything is copacetic. There we go. Team, I'll say this again. We don't impose our will on the charts or on the stocks. We let the price and volume action of the stocks guide what we will do. That makes us money. That keeps us safe. That keeps us on the right side of the stock action. And we like that. So watch this and see what happens. There's no clean setup at this point in time. Just pointed it out. MAXLIST stock. Move on. Goldman Sachs. Do this. Watch this. We're going to get rid of this line. And we'll just connect it right there. And team, this is important. Please don't think it has to be to the penny. No, you've got bars right here, here, here. Just needs to push through that line, and it needs to push through that line with volume and a good market. There we go. And I was remiss in saying this earlier. I'll say it now. The M in mission winners, the markets. It comes first for a reason. We don't argue with the markets. That really helps us. So this needs to lift up through here, okay? Till then, just got to sit tight. Let's move on. MasterCard. Yeah. Somebody I think took their credit cards away. Just sloppy at this point in time, okay? It'll turn eventually, okay? It's MasterCard. It will turn. But right now, it just says stay away. Done. Leave it alone. Netflix. Entries down here on the daily and here. We've sold some into strength. We're in great shape. Look at the clean and simple base. Isn't that great? That's what we're after. Look at on the weekly. It's vanilla. It's easy to see. Ponder this. If it's easy to see, that increases the odds other people see it too. That increases the odds they will buy also. It just pulling it all together. That's, I've got degrees in psychology and all that stuff. You don't need it. Just charts talk. All we have to do is listen, price and volume. Listen with an open mind. That'll help you. NVIDIA, we had buys down here. We had buys in here. And we've sold some into strength. We're in good shape. Now, here's game plan. Notice it fell on fairly heavy volume. If it starts to lose the 21 EMA, we'll lock in more profits. What is one thing to consider? It fell on fairly heavy volume here. It fell on fairly heavy volume here. It fell on fairly heavy volume here. It rallied up on decreasing volume. And now it's starting to pull back just a little bit on a slight pickup in volume. I'm not saying it's going to fall, all right? But the selling pressure says there's a possibility. We've already sold some into strength. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. By the way, we never get sloppy or complacent like, oh, we got a large profit cushion, just let it go. No, we manage these. We manage them. Also, and this is very important, focus on the weekly and the daily charts. Please don't start I'm asking you, the 5-minute charts and stuff, there's too much emotion. Here, I'll give you an example. I haven't rehearsed this. We're looking at NVIDIA. It's just acting okay. Here's a 5-minute chart. Oh my gosh, look at this waterfall. Holy cow, it's the end of the dang world right here. Okay? Right? Here's the daily. Nothing too bad here. There you go. What's the trend? Trend is still up. It's walking up the 21 EMA. That's a good lesson. NVDL, same situation. Tesla, see the clean and simple base on Tesla going across these tops? Look at the volume pickup on that bar. It's vanilla. Lifted off, we bought it. Runs up, we've sold some. We've locked some profits in light of the sloppy action on the market on Friday and locked something in. No day trading, no 5-minute charts. We're letting the daily action, daily price and volume action, tell us what to do. Maybe it's going to base here and lift again. But if it keeps falling, we'll lock in more profits. And this is an important foundation. We'll never let a good profit turn into a loss. That's it. Never. Continue onwards. Visa. It's everywhere we don't want to be. I mean, that's not good right now, team. And it just says stay away for right now. Okay. It's not, it'll turn eventually and we'll be ready. They always have. They always will. All right, team. That's our weekly review. Hope it helps you get a clearer picture of where the market's headed and what stocks to keep an eye on. By the way, don't forget about our weekly top stocks to have on your watch list video coming out tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you're curious about what we covered last week, you can find the link to that video in the top right corner. Remember, these watch list videos are just a small taste of what our VIP members get with the daily key list videos on missionwinners.com. So if you're serious about finding those super performance stocks, consider joining us. Now, I'm curious to hear from you. What are your thoughts on today's market review? Do you have any questions or concerns? Feel free to drop a comment below. I love hearing from you. Thanks for sticking around for the whole video. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And remember, stay sharp, keep learning, and keep finding those winners.